Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Today we're going to be talking about the CRKT CEO pocket knives. I've got a couple different versions here, and I'll give you my thoughts on these knives. I've had this particular model, this Bamboo G10 scales one with the thumb stud and the stonewash finish on the blade for a couple years, and I really like this knife. Just going to give you my opinions on it, as well as a knife I don't have that much experience with. Just picked this up over the weekend. Also a CEO by CRKT, but this is the compact version, and yeah, I think it looks a little bit more classy, maybe a little bit more, I don't know, yeah, just more classy, I suppose, and it's obviously shorter as well. So yeah, excited to kind of use this one a bit more. As you can see, it doesn't have a thumb stud, it's got the flipper tab, and the scales are just smooth as opposed to got that bamboo look going on with the one in yellow over here. But yeah, really cool knives. I'm not a big knife person myself, so I'm not gonna pretend like I am, but I really like how narrow this thing is. And yeah, it's got the deep carry clip. This clip is branded over here. Not a huge deal, but I think they call these a CEO because it's supposed to like take up about the same amount of space as a pen. So it doesn't scream that you have a pocket knife in your pocket. You have one of these, but yeah, what I think of these knives, I really like them. If I remember correctly, when I got this knife back a while ago, the detent was pretty stiff, and deploying it had a break-in period. Now I can get it pretty easily, and I actually liked it enough that I bought a second one with my own money as well. So yeah, I can say I've really enjoyed these knives. And as far as pocket knives go, they can get expensive really quickly. These are in the mid 40s US right now at the time of recording. It's about 45 bucks. You can pick this particular style up, which I think looks really good. I really like the bright scales. I'll try to get the texture on camera a little bit so you can see. There you go. It does have a little bit of texture as well as these little bumps from the bamboo styling. So yeah, handle's a little bit grippy. If you're a lefty though, I would say try to pick up a flipper tab version. I think it's just a little better for lefties, but this is a great little knife and I've come to enjoy it. So with that said, I'm going to talk a little bit about the CEO Compact, and I think I'm really going to like this one. I don't need a giant knife. I don't really use knives often in my daily life, just being honest. I really just don't. If I do, it's usually to like cut tags or open a box or cut maybe a fruit or vegetable on occasion. And this, I mean, the CEO is like in its element when it's cutting food. I feel like this is a great food prep knife. And yeah, I mean, almost like just yeah, you could use this as a little steak knife. I don't think it'd be a great steak knife, but it could be done. It's kind of got that shape, general form. So yeah, I really like the CEO series from CRKT. Richard Rogers designed both of these, the full size and the compact, and yeah, it's a pretty popular knife. Been out for a long time. I'm very late to the party as far as making a video, but I wanted to give you my thoughts. And I'll just say this: if you're getting products in general, whether it's a flashlight or a pocket knife or whatever else you're into, sometimes the stuff that's been out for a while is, you know, tried and true, and you can look into whether people like them, what gripes they have, and it helps make a better decision. Whereas if something just hits the market, there's usually a lot of hype. It's hard to tell how it'll do over the long term. So these have been around for quite some time, and the price point's still very attractive, at least to me. At this stage in my life, I'm not really willing to spend more than 45 bucks on a pocket knife, and even that's a bit of a stretch for me. So yeah, this has been perfect. I really like this, and I got two just because if I put one down somewhere, with two of them, there's usually one around somewhere where I need it when I'm headed out the door, or when I just need a pocket knife. But yeah, this little compact CEO, I alluded to this earlier. I think it just looks a little bit more professional. One thing I'll say about it, yeah, if you're a lefty, I would say grab a flipper tab. You can get the flipper tab version on the full size ones as well. And the CEO, because it's been a pretty popular knife, it's come out in a bunch of different materials. You can get micarta, you can get G10 scales in a bunch of different colors. maybe other materials too. I wouldn't be surprised if you could pick them up in like titanium or something. I haven't really looked. This one, yeah, I just like how kind of classy, a little bit more professional this looks like. And because of its smaller size, I think if you pull this out, it's a little bit less threatening looking than this longer one. The long thin blade. I know this isn't a stiletto shape or anything like that, but yeah, just that thin long blade might raise an eyebrow if you're in public. Whereas with this one, it just looks a little bit more dignified, I suppose. That might be unfair of me to say, that's just my 2 cents. So yeah, I like this, and even though this is the compact version, you can get, all 4 fingers on it. This is not a heavy duty or heavy use knife, I would say. Going to be used for more precise, delicate cuts. I wouldn't put a ton of force on it. I don't know what this could withstand as far as that goes. But yeah, as far as like a utility knife, I mean, this will do some things for you, but you're going to want a beefier blade if you're doing anything substantial with the knife. But yeah, like I said, in my own life, I rarely use a knife, and these ones have gotten through the past couple years just fine. Was just at Academy Sports and saw this on the shelf and decided to pick it up and give it a shot, and so far I'm glad I did. The clip is a little different than the full-size one, at least in this style. Doesn't have the holes and doesn't have the branding, so this might look a little bit more like an actual pen in pocket, so kind of a fan of that myself. And yeah, as far as its size, my favorite flashlight, if you've watched the channel, you already know it's the Olight i3T, little AAA flashlight. Big fan of this flashlight. This CEO Compact is roughly the exact same size. I mean, you can't tell me that wasn't meant to be, really. Cool little combo in my opinion, but yeah, I'll let you know what I think more long-term when it comes to this little CEO Compact, but so far so good. I will flash the back of the box on the screen here for you if you are interested in some of the more the specs. Like I said, I'm not a knife person. I don't know my blade steels too well. Yeah, I'll let you pause or check this out if you like. Let me do this. There we go. A little description and marketing, and then you've got the specs down here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Came in this packaging, nice enough. And like I said, I found it at Academy Sports. You can get it online as well. One thing I'll say, surprisingly, the compact version cost more than the full-size one. So this was like in the mid-40s, as I said, 45 bucks. This was just a hair under 50, so about 49. So I don't know why that is. I guess it's harder to manufacture smaller things, is what I've heard as the reasoning. So that kind of makes sense to me, I guess. If you're machining smaller parts and a smaller knife, there's less to grip and more work that needs to go into it in theory. But yeah, I like this knife. I just want to make a quick video giving you my thoughts on this. I'm trying to show you how they've lightened the weight of the knife by taking some material out from the inside of the liner there. Yeah, it's a liner lock. Well, all CEO knives are liner lock as far as I'm aware. So yeah, if you're interested in a pocket knife that won't necessarily break the bank, I mean, there's cheaper ones out there, but there's a heck of a lot more expensive ones on the market too. If you want something that looks kind of cool, in my opinion, got a lot of different style options, deployment options, I'd say check out the CEO by CRKT. I've been happy with it, and I'm excited to start using this one a little bit more myself. I've used it to cut a couple things, came sharp out of the box. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you have any knife recommendations, as I'm just starting to get into them? Once again, I'm not willing to drop like a ton of cash on a pocket knife at this point, but if you have any recommendations of a knife that's served you well, and maybe if it is a buy once, cry once, just let me know about that too. I'm interested. But yeah, thanks for checking out the video today. If you like this kind of content, please leave a like. And if you are interested in getting more in the future, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But otherwise, have a great day. God bless and take care.